Welcome to the Future of Real Estate, your chance to find out what's going on in real estate and the real estate market. This morning show is brought to you by the Ellis team at RE/MAX Realty Group. RE/MAX's award winner for most transactions in Florida.
With the Ellis team at RE/MAX, it's a family affair. Always call the Ellis team, they'll handle you with care.
Welcome to the Future of Real Estate. I'm Brett Ellis of the Ellis team at RE/MAX. By the way, if you want to reach us, our phone number is 239-489-4042. Don't forget our website, which is topagent.com. With us today is Heidi Johnson, special guest. She's from Lee County. You are from the housing finance. You're a housing finance counselor,
Correct.
basically.
From Human Services, yes.
Okay. I want to talk about how people can buy foreclosed properties from the county. Now, let me set this up for just a second. We handle a lot of foreclosed properties. And guess who one of the buyers is of these foreclosed properties that we handle for the banks?
That would be Lee County.
Lee County has been one of the buyers
Right.
because they received some money from the federal government under the Neighborhood Stabilization Program.
Correct.
And it's a neat program because what they're doing is they're buying up properties, they're fixing them up, so we're not having these blighted neighborhoods. As we've discussed, nothing good happens when you have vacant properties that just sit for a while. And the question has always been, what do you do with them?
Right.
How do people take advantage of this? You buy a property from us or from any other realtor or any other bank that's got these properties. You fix them up, and then how do people buy?
Great, wonderful. We received, through the stimulus money, we received over $18 million to help Lee County do just that, to help stabilize this neighborhood, to bring, the area back to where it needs to be. The program itself is basically like a down payment assistance program where we can help the borrowers by providing them subsidies to bring the price of that home into their price range to, again, help them with that first mortgage, make it affordable for them, bring down that first mortgage balance.
So the $18 million becomes a whole lot more than
It
$18
does.
million because let's break it down.
It recycles.
Let's just say I have an $80,000 property. You guys buy it for $80,000 and you put $10,000 worth of work in. Mm-hmm. So it becomes like a $90,000 property. Mm-hmm. Now you are required then to sell that property for how much?
We have a cap. We're allowed to sell it for the lower of the two numbers. What we have into it, which would be that purchase price
90.
plus the rehab,
Okay.
or what that current market appraised value is.
And let's say it's
If
only
it appraises
$85,000.
less, then we have to bring our sales price down to meet that appraised value.
Okay, so
So we're capped.
Maybe it's 85 to 90. Mm-hmm. Now, with this down payment program, are you saying that people could essentially buy this $90,000 house for maybe $45,000?
$50,000, that is correct.
Tell us how that works. That's
based
exciting.
on their income, there's basically three categories of income: a low, moderate, and middle level. And it's all, again, based on the area median income of the county. And it's based on family size. And depending upon where they fall, we could give them potentially as much as 30 up to 50% of that sales price in the form of a subsidy.
Probably the lower the income, the more the subsidy.
Exactly. That is correct.
Let's
So
say
the
you're
lowest-
higher income.
They can get 30% of that sales price in the form of a subsidy. Again, it brings down their first mortgage balance. And then on top of that, we will pay all the closing costs associated with that closing.
So what do? You go to a banker and you get a first mortgage. Now, it could be FHA. It wouldn't have to be
No, it
because you may
doesn't
be
have to
getting
be.
30, 40, 50% down payment from the county.
Exactly.
Plus closing costs.
Exactly.
So you could get a traditional mortgage. I would think that would make it easier for people to qualify.
It will hopefully, definitely, yes.
Yeah, okay.
'Cause it
Hopefully,
gives
definitely.
More options.
That sounds like government speak.
Gives them more options, yes.
Okay. So tell us more about the program.
Sure.
Who do they meet with first?
The first thing that we usually recommend is to go ahead and start the application process for the NSP program. And we've contracted with two local housing agencies who are familiar with affordable housing.
What are those agencies?
The two agencies are Homeownership Resource Center or Lee County Housing Development Corporation. Either of those agencies can work with them to complete the application. They do all the income certification, and they can also help coordinate with banks and mortgage companies to help them get that first mortgage in place.
So this isn't something your office does. You go to one
Not
of these
directly,
two agencies.
correct.
Okay,
correct.
now, I got another question for you. A lot of these buyers we've been working with are getting so frustrated because they are competing
Exactly.
against other investors, and they've lost out on 5, 6, 7, 8 properties. If they buy one of these NSP, Neighborhood Stabilization Program properties, Will they be competing against other investors?
They will not be. The NSP is strictly, again, for primary residents only, and the only other applicants that they would be competing with would be the other people that have already applied through the NSP program.
So they're not even
no other
competing with first-time home buyers. They're not
That is
competing with
correct.
people getting their regular financing. Only the people that have made application
Correct.
through your office.
That is correct. You have to be approved through the NSP and have your first mortgage approval in place before you can put in an offer on a house.
So let's just say, now you've been buying these properties from us and from other people in like Cape Coral, San Carlos Park, Lehigh Acres.
There's 5 target areas that we work with directly.
Tell us about those.
And they are, where did they go?
I know it's
all
Cape
of them.
Coral.
Sorry, it's not for us, Cape Coral. The city of Cape Coral and the
Coral
city of
has-
Fort Myers got money as well under the
Okay,
NSP
all
program.
right.
We have East Fort Myers, Lehigh Acres, Suncoast Estates and Palmona Park, which is in North Fort Myers, San Carlos Park in South Fort Myers, and Pine Manor and Page Park also in South Fort Myers.
Okay, so say you want to buy a home in one of those areas. You're only competing with other. So
Other
there might
NSP.
only be 3, 4, or 5 other applicants looking for that
For
type
that
of home.
particular house, correct.
And you've got homes. I know your inventory is going to change all the time.
Correct.
But what price from where to where? Maybe 20,000 to 90,000.
I would say maybe low is 40,000, up to maybe 80, 90,000 so far. We have approximately 45 houses purchased so far, another 25 or so under contract. We're anticipating doing well over 115.
I know you've got some under contract with us. One should be closing soon. Another one they have to re-foreclose, so it's the title is going to be an issue. But so very exciting. So people can buy these foreclosed properties. Maybe it was a bargain with us at 80, and it truly is. But then you guys
we
come
are
in, you rehab it,
Right.
fix it up, and then you might be able to sell it to somebody for 30 to 50% less than that.
Correct.
What you have into it.
Correct.
So it becomes a real bargain. Now, they pretty much need to work with a realtor, don't they? Because
Yes.
there's a lot of paperwork. You need to have
Exactly.
someone who knows the market, knows what they're
understand.
doing, and walk you through all the steps.
Yes, we do recommend that highly.
Obviously we want people to work with us, but there's a lot of great realtors out there. Doesn't matter. You just need a good, competent realtor who understands the program. What is your office phone number again? If people have
I can be reached again directly at 239-533-7982.
and then you could steer people to which agencies. There's 2
Correct.
agencies that do that.
Correct.
As well as those agencies will coordinate with their loan officer.
Yes.
On these programs. Anything else? We've got a couple minutes left. Anything
Sure.
else that people should know
This
about?
program also does entail having a mortgage placed on your property as well for our amount of the assistance.
For how long?
And this is a 15-year mortgage.
So if I want to sell it in 10 years, do I pay a portion
You
back?
do pay a portion back. The first 5 years, the balance stays unchanged, and then it reduces 10% per year after that, with it completely being forgiven after 15 years.
This is to prohibit people from getting in, buying 50% off, and then flipping
Correct,
it
and turning around and
within
selling
a
it
year
and
or two
profiting.
and profiting. This is
Correct.
for people. You're trying to make them live in it.
Exactly.
Now, if they need to sell, they get a job
They
transfer.
can.
They can. They're just not going to capture all the profit. Some of that's going to go
Exactly.
back into the program.
That is correct. Every amount of money that we get back in when we sell these properties,
You go buy
or
another
when they
one.
ultimately sell, have to go right back into purchasing more.
So it sounds like the key is to get qualified first,
Get qualified first as
and
quick as
then
possible.
start working with a realtor to find the property that you really want.
or
That
work
is
with a
correct.
realtor and get
and then
qualified.
get
same
qualified.
time.
And realtors are going to be recommending that they come to you as well because
And we know where to find these
this is an
properties.
incredible opportunity. Right.
Okay. Great.
Correct.
Well, maybe, later on in the show, we're going to feature some of our feature properties. Maybe in the coming weeks, we may start featuring a couple of yours too,
Sure.
so people can get information on what types of properties are out there.
You got it.
Great idea.
All right. Well, Heidi, this has been very informative. Really appreciate you coming on the show
Thank you. My
because
pleasure.
I've learned a lot. Sandy, I'm sure you have.
Absolutely.
And I know our viewers have. Thank you for being with us. And you've been watching
you.
The Future of Real Estate. We'll be right back.